Okay, I'm in a taxi right now, and we're taking a look at some Burmese money. And one thing that's kind of strange is if you look at it, 1,000, it looks like it would be pronounced kyats, or kyats, but they actually would say 1,000 chats. Okay, we are in Yangon, Myanmar, and we just arrived at our first tourist spot. This is the Sule Pagoda. Excuse the bus there. There you go. And this is right in the heart of downtown. Just got out of the taxi actually, and give you a view of what's around here. So let's go in and have a closer look. That looks like you can do some palm reading here. That stuff freaks me out though. I'm not going to actually do that. You'll see this guy here wearing the traditional Burmese attire, like a longi. It's like a skirt type of thing. And this is what happens when you feed the birds in a public spot. I have a bird from this lady. I'm not sure what you do with it exactly. They don't have a cage for it, so you have to actually carry the bird in your hand. So, this is right at the entrance of the Sule Pagoda. Okay, I figured out what they do with these birds. If you pay them, you can actually buy the bird's freedom. So I'm not going to get caught up in that, but that's what they do. You pay for the bird's freedom. Well, we just entered the Sule Pagoda, and it's a pretty cool place. This place is actually about 2,000 years old, and a lot of gold around here. Yeah, it's pretty amazing how intricately designed these things are. And I was just looking up at the top of this pagoda and noticed there's a bunch of little golden bells up there. When the wind blows, they really start to sound off. Okay, out there in the distance is Sule Pagoda, which we just went to. Over here you'll see City Hall. And then now we are in Naha Bandura Park. And this is the Independence Tower. And in case you've never seen Burmese script, this is what it looks like. It's engraved in the this memorial tower. It goes all the way up. This is the hospital in Yangon City. As you can see, it's the old British-style architecture. It's a massive red building. These are how the nurses dress here. Here we've got a chicken on a leash, or a rooster on a leash. Well, here I am surrounded by fruit. And this is actually the Chinatown part of Yangon. And you'll see, like, over in this building, for example, some Chinese characters. But when you're here, you don't really feel like it's Chinatown, except you see a few characters here and there. Okay, we've just arrived at apparently what is the #1 most popular attraction here in Myanmar, and it's the Shui Dagon Pagoda. Alright, we've just stepped inside the gates, and I don't know if you can appreciate how big this tree actually is. Not in height, but in width. This thing's huge. I mean, there's a woman over there you can compare how small she is compared to this Bodhi tree. This is, of course, similar in style to the Sule Pagoda that we went to earlier, but it's just on such a bigger scale. We've got a few people in here praying to Buddha. Hey, well, we actually managed to get our bus from Yangon to Inle Lake, and the taxi dropped us off at a place pretty far from where our actual bus was. And you know, these signs are impossible to read. There's not a whole lot in English. And luckily we met a local, and I paid him a little money to bring me here. A really nice guy. Okay, this was our bus. We just got off. Now we're going to take this little tuk-tuk thing. Alright, well, we made it to Inle Lake, and this is the area where our hotel is. Right here in the Bright Hotel. It's really nice and quiet out here. Just a lot of nature. And here in about 15 minutes, we're going to be taking a boat tour, and we'll get some of that on video for you. So we'll see you soon. The young monks getting their morning rice. Alright, we're following our tour guide, or trying to. If I can get past it, I don't want to push him into the lake. But, excuse me, sorry. We're about to get started on the tour of Inle Lake. Just pulling out of the docking area here, and we're about to get moving. Looking forward to it. Just fired up the engine. And we're off. See the mountains way back there. Well, the mist and the fog has really thickened up a lot. And and it's chilly out here. Got this blanket on me, and it's still pretty cold. Okay, we've just come to a much narrower pathway, and as you can see, there's not much room on either side. Well, we just made our first stop on the boat trip, and we came to a floating market, which actually is on land, and we had to use the bathroom. So we came over here, walked through a little temple area. This is the bathroom. I actually didn't enter it, I just stood here. Here we are in the market area. Got some jewelry and some clothing. A lot of the local people here, working hard. Yeah, sure, I can read that. Okay, now this is the vegetable market. Same place, but a few other like snacks and bread and cookies and things here. But then over here it's just mostly vegetables, fruits. Chili peppers. I can get through here. We just bought this little snack. It cost about 50 cents. And got some free tea. And this is made from some local tofu, and they mix cabbage, cilantro, and a few other, some chili paste, and a few other things. And it's really good. It's not the most sanitary because they don't use soap when they wash these dishes. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But a lot of other people are eating it too, so hopefully it'll be okay. And these people also have a method where they cut up this block of tofu into little chunks, and then they fry it over here. And it turns out to make a really good snack. A bag of that is also about 50 cents. And this pagoda is right in the center of the market here. Okay, that does it for our first stop along the trip. We've seen the market, and we've got a couple more surprises coming right up. So let's go check them out. Alright, we just made another stop, and as you can see, we've got the long necks. Hard at work here, the weaving. She's got them on her legs too. And here are some of the finished products from these ladies' hard labor. You just got a cameo. Hello, everybody. Yeah, and this is just how these people live. See, they've even got a satellite for their TV, and you don't really have streets around here. They travel by these boats. That's how they get around. And the lake provides a lot of their food. They eat a lot of fish, obviously. And then also on the spiritual side of things, they've got their temples and pagodas around. We're living the life out here, that's for sure. There's our driver. Okay, and what you're seeing right here is a garden. It's actually called the floating garden. Okay, now we can take a look at their power lines. So they just run across this way. There's a whole neighborhood on the water. See all the sparkles in the water. It's just really a beautiful sight. All right, now we're taking a slow cruise through one of the local villages here on Inle Lake, where life is really going on. You got little babies. He's saying hello. Hello. Firewood stocked up. And that house looks pretty newly built. Mother and her kid, or grandmother and her kid out front on the porch. Another tour boat. Hello. The water's just like glass over here in this part. We just arrived at a lotus silk weaving factory, and I'm holding a piece of lotus root right now, and you can see the fibers are really strong. And she's got a bunch of them down here. Actually, that out there is a lotus garden. It supplies all the lotus they could ever need. And this lady does the actual weaving. Oh, the spinning. This lady here is weaving silk, and then over here, this lady is weaving lotus. Very different texture, but in this room, all these ladies are hard at work making the traditional Burmese attire called the longji. It's kind of like this skirt-looking thing, and these are all for women in here. The solid black one, made of silk, gold pattern. And we found their stash of coconuts. You can buy one for 1,000 chat, which is about $1. And I'm gonna buy one and enjoy some coconut juice. And for any of you all out there who have never had the pleasure of having a fresh thing of coconut juice, this is what they do. They just whack the top of it right off and stick a straw in and enjoy. Well, here's one of the boats, like one of the ones we've been riding in today. And as you can see from this angle, this thing is really long. And this lady over here was just telling me that this, with 4 men working on it, takes about 20 days to finish. And then this over here is just one of the smaller fishing boats. You've seen the guy kind of using his leg to help paddle it. And it's about a 10-day job for 1 man. Okay, and these ladies are making cigars. These are the sweet ones over here. And this is the strong tobacco. And the glue that they're using there is made from sticky rice.
making bamboo, also this one design.
Okay, here at the little cigar factory, I had to use the bathroom, and to give you an idea what it looks like, this is it. Alright, there it says, please take off your shoes, so I'm going to take off one shoe. Well, on second thought, I guess I better take them both off. Okay, this is Inle Lake's Poundo Paya, or Poundo Temple. As you can see right here on the lake. Wow, good job. Very good. Woo, yeah, nice. There's something up here putting off a big plume of smoke. I'm not sure what it is yet. Here outside of a shop in Yangshui, and I just picked up a local beer, Double Strong. So this is the shop I bought it from, and we're out here really in the countryside. So let's see how it tastes. All right, we're leaving Inle Lake. This is how the lake looks in the morning. Covered in mist, low visibility. We're heading to Heiho Airport. Now, one interesting thing that you'll notice about the cars here in Myanmar is that the car drives on the same side of the road as it does back in the US, but the steering wheel is on the opposite side. Whereas in like Japan, for example, the steering wheel is on the right side of the car, but they drive on the opposite side of the road. So this is kind of a cross between the two. This is where we got out of the taxi at Heiho Airport. So apparently this is the airport. Yeah, this airport may be small, but they've got a little wine and coffee area to help you pass the time.
Please go to forward cabin, sir.
Oh, up here?
Forward, yeah.
Okay, thank you.